The truth is, guys, you create your algorithm, and I believe that 2025 will definitely show you that more than any other year that we've ever seen so far. Um, the reason why I can definitively say that 2025 is going to be the year that you're going to see, who's being consistent, who isn't, who is, tapping into some things that aren't the best or, don't really serve them. That is the theme for 2025 because it's like 2024 was just, eye opening. It was an expose on so many things, people, places, and things. Like you literally saw so many people exposed. Shout out Cat Williams also for that Cub Shay Shay um, interview earlier this year. It's like so many things are coming to fruition, and in terms of your algorithm, it's like you have to tap in. And not only do you tap in, it's like you literally create your algorithm. You create that for you. What is for you? That's like the big picture. That's the big question. And um, the theme of that is just really, you either have a choice. You either choose to grow with your algorithm, you even choose to, completely shift your entire algorithm, which is what some people are definitely going to have to do or be forced to do in 2025 because of, different social media changes, whatever, life changes. So, with the changing and shifting of your specific algorithm, how does that reflect into your day to day life and lifestyle? Some people are going to have to make lifestyle changes and really take a look, especially at themselves in 2025. And taking a look at yourself is really not one of the most easiest things to do, mainly because it's so, in the mirror. Like a lot of people can look in a mirror, but when you really, really start to look at yourself for who you are, not just a reflection, that is where things get a little difficult for people and a little tricky, I would say. So, yeah, the theme of, algorithms, what you're choosing is also choosing you in a lot of senses, in a lot of ways. And so, ultimately, the main thing is figuring out, okay, this is what I desire. Let me, only watch content creators who are also on the same wavelength. Let me tap into, something new maybe or something fresh that isn't the same old thing that I'm used to. That is like a really good thing to enter into any new year with. But with that entering into something new, it's like, what about all the old things? Where is that place for it? And I'm going to tell you that the place for anything old, anything worn out, anything that isn't serving you is in the past. It doesn't even matter if you start the 2025 out with, maybe not the cleanest plate. You can clean your plate over time and really get yourself into tapping into something that really does serve you for, this next year that we're going into. And I've made a video previously about how to upgrade your life. I don't know if you guys have seen that one, but definitely check that one out too. Um, but yeah, along with this algorithm, it just makes sense to be a lot more consistent and persistent with your goals, with your with opportunities that you are having and that are rising for you, in order to really become something different if you desire. I feel like now is a better best time than ever to really become that version of you that you have always desired to be, have always, maybe moved away from or shied away from being. It's like no better time than the present. And that's another thing where as though Gen Z, I can only speak for Gen Z, where we feel as though we have, Gen Z always feels like we have like all this endless amount of time where we could just, scroll endlessly and, not really have, making plans. Maybe you're scared. It's just like all of these things that we say that we want to do in terms of like taking action doesn't necessarily happen. And I feel like that's also into my next point of like Mars being in retrograde. We can go into all the planetary alignments, but the truth is, it's like a cultural thing of just, consuming, but balancing out the creation and really tapping into that new or even old or maybe even, totally different algorithm that gives you the opportunity to reinvent yourself with a new year. Hopefully, we all make it to the new year and are able to really take 2025 for what it is a new, fresh start. And as an entrepreneur, as someone who is driven, it's really just focusing in on tapping into that new mindset. So whether that be going on a retreat, wherever you can find yourself, whether it be in other people and networking in spaces that uplift you, you deserve to be in those spaces, in those communities, and in those places. But those things are there. You just have to go out and find them. And I encourage you all to always on this channel to touch grass and to, be and to show up as your best self as best as you can. And I'm not too sure what this channel is really about. I mean, Elestially, that's a name that comes from crystals. Celestially, where it's like, things that elevate a higher body. So that's kind of like the gist of this entire channel in terms of just like talking. I am kind of being motivated and kind of being pushed to make videos on YouTube. I won't say more frequently, but on a more constant basis. I can't say if it would be every week or every day, every other day. It's just as needed, hopefully. And yeah, building a community is like the main part of and the main antithesis of this channel. And I hope that you guys got something out of this video. And if you did, definitely leave a comment down below. I do my best to make high quality videos that really align with the audience that wants someone with a soothing voice, that wants someone with a soothing, authentic voice to talk to them and hopefully not make you go to sleep, but to really, stimulate the mind and really talk about mindset and, building. I'm always about building in terms of, whether it be entrepreneurship, content creation, it's just always going to be my wavelength. My background is in fucking, feels like my background's in everything. But yeah, I really enjoy content creation and I hope that you guys took something positive out of this video and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.